This video will highlight one of the new features in AppFactory SP2 called Custom Hooks. Before I begin, I want to review the AppFactory runtime in case you haven't seen or heard of the AppFactory before. Now first, an AppFactory provides a solution to accelerate app development support by Kony technology like Visualizer, Kony Fabric, and of course the AppFactory runtime, with industry-leading tools, best practices, and governance to get the most out of your agile development teams in a digital space. The AppFactory runtime allows you to start fast with a cloud-based offering that reduces the time you need to get your CI/CD platform up and running to build, test, and distribute your apps using best-of-breed technologies like GitHub, Jenkins, and AWS Device Farm. In a quick overview, the AppFactory runtime allows users to maintain their code in a Git repository. Now, anytime they push a change, we can automatically start a build, perform a scheduled build, or even start an ad hoc build with a few simple steps. Once a build is started, the AppFactory can build across multiple digital channels in parallel and run specific tests on your finished binaries or web apps while providing you a concise set of test results and app binaries. This allows your team to focus on building apps, not building CI/CD. Now, AppFactory 8 SP1 focused on delivering Kony-built apps using a core set of tools such as Jenkins, Git, and AWS Device Farm. And we got a lot of feedback on third-party tools teams wanted to use, such as Kony's Hawkeye security tool, or even third-party device testing tools. Additionally, some teams need to make specific changes to files in the workspace between stages of the build process. In SP2, we provide the flexibility to make calls leveraging Ant or Maven scripts using what we call a custom hook. Let's take a quick look at the custom hooks in action inside of our AppFactory. Now, if you're familiar with the Visualizer project screen in AppFactory, you'll notice a new folder called Custom Hooks right under the Builds folder. When I click on it, you can see I have some predefined points in which I can add a custom call to my build process, before the build, after the build, and after testing is complete. Before I dive into one of these hooks, I'll show you how easy it is to change the order of execution of any hook on a hook point by simply moving the hook up or down the stack. Since each hook is defined within a specific hook point, I can't move them across hook points. I can only move them in the execution order within the hook point. Now I'm going to click the Upgrade Plugins hook to drill a little deeper into how to customize a hook you've configured. Each hook has its own step within the process, and we can actually choose to process a hook across all the channels or a specific channel like iOS or Android. In the case of the Upgrade Plugins hook, I chose all channels. Now my hook is nothing more than a zip file that contains any Ant code or scripts that I want to execute via Ant. In this case, I have a build XML and an update helper.py to update my Visualizer project before I build it. Finally, if I choose the propagate build status, I can stop the build process if the hook fails or continue even if there's a failure. Now, anytime I build my app, it will leverage any of my custom hooks as part of the execution process. If you're unfamiliar with the AppFactory, I'm creating an ad hoc build. Now, I could do this as a scheduled build or a build on push, but in this case, I'm going to create my binary of my app manually with an ad hoc build. Now, I can choose what code branch I want to build with, the channels that I want to build for, as well as a number of build parameters, including what devices I want to test on. Now, if I want to choose my custom hooks, I simply check the checkbox before I kick the build off, and the custom hooks will now fire as part of the build process. All my custom hooks are going to fire, including my auto upgrade hook, my Swift hook, and my Hawkeye security hook as part of the build process. When my build's complete, it still sends me an email to let me know the build's complete, but in this case, I'm also going to show you a resulting email from my Hawkeye hook, where it sent me an email with test results from my Hawkeye testing tool. So what you're looking at here is actually results that are fired from the custom hook where it does the security scan and sends me the results via an HTML page. Let's have a quick review. In this video, I gave a brief introduction to what the AppFactory is and how it works. We learned about where we can load custom hooks in the build process, how to change the order that a custom hook fires, and how to edit a custom hook that you've already uploaded. We also enabled our custom hooks in an ad hoc build and saw the resulting email from our Hawkeye custom hook. Now, I hope you found this video informative. If you want to know more about the AppFactory, check out our videos on Kony.com or browse our community portal at basecamp.kony.com, where you can find the latest articles on Kony products, ask questions to the community, and find the latest documentation. Thank you.